Yo, what's happening?
What's good, Perth City? What's up?
Yo, it's your boy Zero,
And it's your man, Big Rak.
and you're listening to Hustle and Grind.
100.9, baby.
Yeah, so sit down, buckle your seatbelts, it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Yeah. Real hip hop
All day,
all night.
yeah. So
Yeah,
shout out to the man.
Dottie ass, my man. Thank you for the beat.
Yeah.
Check.
We coming to you live.
Perth City, Beaufort Street, baby. You know where it's at.
Hustle and Grind.
100.9. Yup.
Yo, what's happening?
What's good, P City? It's your man, Big Rak.
And it's your boy Zero,
And you're listening to
Hustle and Grind.
100.9, baby, here at Noongar Radio. What's good, people? We got a very, very special guest in the building. We say this every time, but the guests keep getting better and better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's he's the one and only Knoe. He's a wordsmith, lyricist. He just absolutely blazes, man. You've got a new project you've been working on, Knoe. So introduce yourself and
What up? Thanks for having me, boys.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure, it's a pleasure, brother.
Honestly.
The last two songs you just heard was from Know Yourself and Draft.
Yep. Draft was on that track, and
Yeah.
that was I'm just gonna say I actually stuffed up my last interview because I didn't really talk about me and Draft enough. I feel like I didn't explain to everyone how much I looked up to him as a kid, you know, 13, 14, or probably 14, 15. And you're like, he was sharpening his tools to another level for Perth City, you know? And so for him to be on a track now with me, I'm like, damn.
That's some crazy.
Full circle, man.
Right.
Yeah, full circle, bro.
Full circle.
Yeah. And it was just like, I was mad humbled by that. And like, damn, dude, that's he
dope.
didn't have to do that.
Yeah,
you know?
what's your
That's
favourite song from Draft?
Oh.
Some of his older stuff
Threw me
too.
a spanner in the works.
Yeah.
Dude, it might have to be something from Who Am I?
Yeah.
No offense to Paulie, like the new shit. The new song he's doing tomorrow. Like shout outs to Draft. He's got a video shoot tomorrow at HQ. It's free. Everyone get down there. Show love.
That's what's up.
Get down there, and that's for his new song. Shit, what's it called?
little on-air research.
Yeah.
We just doing it.
I just want to, I just want to do the proper.
Oh, man,
That's bro.
Track.
That's respect right there, you know.
I'm not gonna, man.
We
He's gonna
only
slap me tomorrow if I don't,
honestly, man, we're only like messing with people that have respect for the game and people that have been there before them.
That's
so like,
it.
honestly, like that means a lot to us. That you're actually going through this effort to do a shout out for another homie. Like,
no, Summer They Say is the new single, and that's hot.
Yeah.
But in regards to the old shit, man, fuck, I'm gonna literally browse through Who Am I right now.
Yeah.
So, what have I got? What have I got?
Yeah,
that's not a bad track.
That's dope.
do we have any draft in the system? We
We
might
sure
have to chuck a couple of draft tracks on for you after your stuff. Obviously,
Mine would probably have to be like either Who Am I or Drink, Drank, Drunk.
Yeah, both bangers.
Yeah,
Jimmy
both
Ricard,
bangers.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, how did we forget Jimmy Ricard?
That was my first experience with draft, honestly. I was like probably 14, 13 in high school and I heard that. Thought I was a grapher at the time. So,
Didn't we all, man?
yeah, right?
I think we all
hearing
that stage.
Hearing that, because prior to that, I was listening to like Nas and Biggie just like everyone else. So, I mean, I still love them, but hearing someone from Perth that had that flow, dude, really blew me away. Hey,
Yeah,
like,
and
and same with you.
Exactly,
like,
I think that's what's like 100%, man. Like I think hearing someone sharpen themselves that much, like damn, like you're really flowing on this. Your flow is cold. On this shit.
They put the pin in the map for Perth, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's really dope because if you ever go to a hip hop show, you might actually just see him standing out the back.
Yeah.
And he's always there. So he's not just a student of the game. He's like, he's almost he's sharpened his tools to the point where he's becoming a master of the game as well.
And he's
So
humble,
it's really dope.
He's
Yeah.
humble, bro.
Man, enough of talking about draft though. I forget that we actually have a guest here.
We have Knoe in the building.
we have Knoe in the building.
First question, brother. How old were you when you first found rap?
Oh man.
What made you get into it?
Man, to be honest, I think I was pretty young. I think maybe around 8 or 9.
Yep.
I found some CDs in my mum's CD case. You remember when you had the old zip?
Had the flip through with the plastic.
It was like the CD album.
Yeah. If you wanted any bangers, you go to your mum's CD. Right?
For 100%. Or just you just see it, and I just see it lying around, and I I think her shout out Mumsy.
Yeah.
I think her friend like left him there or something, and Doggy's Angels was in there. I can't even remember what that was, but it was a Snoop Dogg album with some female artists on it that were insane at the time. Like, it was insane, and that was the first thing that got me into it. And then obviously got into Dre.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all that.
But then Eminem started popping off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like in there.
Got to have love for Eminem, that's for sure.
And then Jay-Z because of Renegade. And,
and
then and then it just keeps going. And then when I found out Hilltop Hoods were a thing, that was like, oh, what, Australians can do this?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. And then that was enough. That was it for me, man.
That was
like,
that's just
I'm gonna try.
That's what just brought you in.
yeah. Or to do it anyway. But
Word. Just for everyone at home, what neighbourhood do you hail from, man? Whereabouts of Perth do you come from, bro?
Man, I hate to say this, I'm actually a Melbourne boy born.
Hey.
And the show just ended there, ladies and gentlemen. Kidding. Go on, bro.
No. Like, Melbourne born, but
Yeah.
I landed here when I was about 2, so I'm 100% West Australian. Dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think we can certify you now. It's okay, bro.
Big city.
That's it.
No, I rep Perth, man. Perth to worldwide. Like,
That's what's up. So yeah, like you're from Melbourne, moved to Perth. What neighbourhood?
Yeah.
What area? 6050, 6051.
Oh, man, Middle Line.
6060.
Middle Line, man.
M-Line?
Yeah, M-Line hard.
That's what's up.
Midland dog.
I was running the traps between Ashfield and Midland.
Yeah.
That was my area.
Word.
That's the OGs right there.
Yeah.
Running the muck, cuzzy.
Up in the hood.
What was your, like, as you said, Draft was your inspiration for getting into hip hop, or one of the people that sort of like got you into it. Now that you're sort of trying to establish yourself in the game, who would you say is your go-to artist that you look up to and go like, that guy's really doing it? I'm trying to be there right now. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone has their starter, but you're at the middle part now. So who are you looking up to? Who are you trying to get at?
Who am I trying to get at? I mean, this is sad to say because he's actually passed away, but Nipsey Hussle is my complete inspiration.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yeah. I think everyone has to say that at this point. Like, he's an absolute OG, man. Like,
did so much for the community as well.
Why would you go with Nipsey, man?
He's humble.
Obviously, I'm just asking.
He's humble. He worked very, very hard. He didn't have the easy route, as we all know, and when he got to where he thought he was successful, he gave back to the community as well. And I think he was doubted a lot of times, and he came through, and he had so many smart moves in the industry that put value back on him rather than him looking to a label. And he showed that independent artists could do it without a label and could do it themselves, and then could give back and uplift everyone for a positive vibes, like whether it be in music or external from music, because the stuff that he was doing in the community, as you said, Zero, was crazy. I can't, like, he's my hero, dude. Like, and just because of the way he treats himself, like, or the way he held himself, like, he stood so tall, looked everyone in the eye, respected everyone for who they were, treated no one below anyone else.
That's it.
Just values. Dude.
Yeah, just good values. I was going to say the exact same thing.
That's a good value to have in life. You know, we're all the same.
No, absolutely.
Exactly.
And someone like Nipsey as well. Like, he maybe came from, like, I think everyone knows he came from sort of a gangbang background, but realized that I can turn this around and really sort of help out these kids that might have looked up to being a gangbanger. Now they know that they have other options. You know what I mean? Like, you see ball players and like actors like saying, like, giving him a shout out because they realize that he influenced not just the average rapper coming up. Like, he really definitely
made a statement and a movement.
Yeah,
that will keep on moving.
Crenshaw, baby.
Do you have any projects coming up, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, Reasons just dropped, so like that's what I want to focus on. But
we did just listen to a couple of songs from Reasons, by the way, which are absolute bangers.
Yeah, thank you
for
playing.
That was Ghosts and Laid Up, everybody. If you weren't here to hear those, we do have a couple more coming for you. So kick back, relax,
thank you. But I do have other stuff in the works. I've got a team of guys now. Like we've been
a team, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like,
actually, is that the K team?
Yeah. Bro,
no team.
I say this shit, but I'm like, it's crazy to think, like, I'm hanging around with really good people that
That's good, bro.
really working hard,
Yeah.
and we're all pushing for the same cause, and we are a team.
I
now,
want to
man.
see
Like,
you do good.
Yeah,
That's good.
and it's beat goes from beat producers to videographers to designers to
Yeah.
you know, and
That's
everyone
awesome.
everyone I'm working with is, you know, like, yo, I know what I'm doing. I need a designer. Hit up my boy.
Yeah.
You know, hit up the videographer. Hit up my engineer. And like, I don't go out of that circle now. So
That's
I'm safely saying it's a team.
Yeah, well, no,
That's
I
good,
take
bro.
that, man. I was gonna say like in Perth, like the art community tends to stick pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
So when you find that group of people that you work well with, you
Yeah.
really want to sort of
That's it.
ride that. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
it's hard, like doing it by yourself. Like
Anyways,
you've
exactly.
put in the hard yards, you know, and now it's time to let everyone help you, you know.
I think that's it. I think there's a time when you have to understand that you can't do it yourself.
That's
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
And that's almost, I'm identifying that that's almost the next phase.
Yeah.
So you push so hard to get to a certain space, and you're so protective over all your music and all your art.
Yeah.
But
That's
then it's
it.
when you start letting go and allowing the others to help and push you. Like,
Yeah.
prime example, man, like Cam Murphy, shout out. He's had a couple shout outs now. He should be paying me for this. No, but he like the way he moves in the studio, like he's an audio engineer, he's been co-producing everything I'm doing,
Right.
and all my new stuff as well. And the stuff that he does is stuff I wouldn't even dream of doing.
Yeah,
like
right.
he puts a spin on it, and I'm like, oh man, I wouldn't even think to put the music in that direction.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
He pushes me there. So it takes you out of boundaries working with other people.
Absolutely.
That's
and just
amazing.
adding more layers to your work,
Yeah,
man.
and it's good to push the boundaries, you know.
Yeah.
You get a lot more creative in a sense as well.
That's
Yeah.
exactly right.
Having like feedback and positive feedback from everyone will help you.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's bad feedback. Sometimes they don't like it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's it.
I know sometimes he doesn't like my music. But then, you know, when he's
You
done
got
with it,
something
he
to work
likes it.
with.
Yeah, that's it.
I
You
was
just
gonna
make
say,
them listen to it 1,000 times and they'll love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we spend so many hours in the studio.
that's it. I was just gonna say, like with hip hop, like collaboration has always been what's helped make it grow as a genre. And
Yeah.
every time you hear like, you know, this artist doing some of this artist, you're most likely listening to it than if they're by themselves. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
features always definitely help get things
Get your
moving
name
along.
out there, yeah, for
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely. Speaking of features, man, you got some bangers.
Yeah,
you got some
yeah.
heavy hitters in this. Who'd you work with to with Reasons? As
Yeah.
far as like
Man,
producing,
let the people know,
bro.
rappers
Yeah.
and just whatever,
it's
man.
actually, you know, the producers need to get a massive shout out.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo Lou and Ghost. Ghost is from New Zealand.
Word.
He's been in Perth for a while, but then he's shipped up to New Zealand to go back and see his family and
Yeah.
live there for a while. But
Shout out to the boys.
yeah,
Yeah.
he is absolutely phenomenal. Crazy on the samples, and then Yo-Yo Lou is just NPC God. Like, and
Word.
both those two guys are who I've been working with for the last 2 projects.
And do they work together usually, or is this just them working together with
see,
you?
I've sort of like independently.
Right, right. So you got
Oh,
yourself
yeah.
like I said, the K team, not a
Yeah.
hate team,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
The no team, you know.
Yeah. Or more like the Avengers
Yeah.
right now. You know
If
what I
you
mean?
know, you know.
And it's not to say I like, you know, I would love to work with other people. It's just these two, they know me
They
so
know what's
well.
up.
Like,
Yeah.
like to a point, they know. Like they make a beat, no man, no, we'll put this in the no file because like
Yeah.
That's just
I know
man.
that one day he's gonna come crawling back and want more beats, and they're gonna be here for him, and then that's love, man. So
That's like
good.
that Primo and Nas relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
where you know that this
Yeah.
is the beat for this guy right here.
yeah.
No, that's just up, man.
That's good that they know like you're gonna love it, so they'll just keep it in the file for you when.
It's good that you have that relationship with him.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean, I hope I still do.
Yeah, well, it's really hard to build that bond between
Yeah.
producers and rapper or
That's
vice
it.
versa. Do you know
It's
what I mean?
hard to find any like a producer in the sense of coming up in Perth. You know, you've got to know someone. Even if you do know someone, it's like, yeah,
Especially nowadays in the era of like collaborating online. Do you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
don't really see many people meet each other anymore. It's
Yeah.
like I'll record some, send it over to you, you
Straight
dash
through
it together,
email, yeah.
and see if we can make a hit together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that organic, like in the studio vibe is
Way
really
better.
missing nowadays.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
it's a thing, man.
like the
respect that,
Dr.
man.
Dre's back in the day. You know,
Yeah.
Oh,
working
dude.
with his
you can still hear people laughing in the background of some of the tracks that they forgot to,
Yeah.
they forgot to take out or edit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
No,
dude,
but
it's
that,
dope.
man, speaking on that, like that was sort of how I got over to the US was through collaborating on the internet when I was, I think, 19 or something.
Yeah, cool.
And I got my first verse from Sky Zoo.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Oh man, I'm a huge fan of Sky. So that's
And
how'd you land that,
talk
bro?
about that.
Well,
yeah,
just through grinding, man. Like
Yeah.
just honestly
hustle and
reaching
grinding.
out.
Yeah, hustling and grinding.
yeah.
Just like Twitter grind and like just I don't know how to crack. And I was young and didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
No fear at that time as
No,
well.
yeah.
Exactly. And then
Definitely helps.
you see it like 5-6 years later. I was over in New York helping him market his album.
Wow.
And
That's
that
dope,
was. I was lucky enough to intern for the company that was marketing his album,
That's crazy.
and then co-signed an EP with Illmind, who's
He's Grammy winner. Yeah, dude.
Now. Yeah,
Bro,
Grammy.
that is amazing. That's
So yeah,
amazing.
your resume is pretty
Heavy
deep,
hitting.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I
speak
think
about
you've done
This
more.
isn't your first
yeah.
rodeo.
I think you've done more than most cats, I could say the least in Perth, you know?
Yeah.
I'd like to say that, but I feel as though it's all experience. I don't think I've done
More than anyone.
Yeah,
more
Yeah,
than
yeah,
anyone
yeah.
else. I just feel
yeah.
like, you know, even
It's adding another feather to the hat.
well,
Yeah.
even just being in the, like I was in the studio with Sky over in Queens. We made songs over there. And,
Yeah.
I was in the studio with Illmind, and I co-signed a full.
You need to stop saying these things, man.
Yeah, it's going to burn down the place.
Yeah.
At the same time, that's where I was going. Is like that stuff got me there, and that was amazing. But then the industry over there made me fall back in my shell because it's savage.
Yeah,
like it's savage.
it would be
man.
for sure.
Reading your press release, it said like a lot of what you do and a lot of your inspiration for making music is like to try and make hip hop that's hip hop and not about the money, not about the image. It's all about how good the music is. And I think at its purest form, man, like that is the most beautiful thing because hip hop music has always been the dopest when it's been pure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like some of our favorite records were made like from one takes or like people just messing around in the studio or just that crew being on fire that day and writing the best track they could possibly come up with. Do you know what I mean? So like
I think it's keeping it real, but keeping it real to yourself.
Keeping it real,
not real to whatever you think the perception of what hip hop should be, or what your favorite rapper's doing. But
something what it means to you.
Real to your own self.
Absolutely.
I think that's sometimes people lose. Sometimes we all lose it, and we forget who we are. And I definitely feel like I forgot who I was at some point.
Right.
And I think that's
we
when
all
it was,
have. Yeah.
And I think that's when I went back into my shell and was like, I need to actually identify what it is I want to write about, what it is I need to pull out of my soul and put on record.
Man, that's what's up. Yeah, you're dropping a lot of knowledge in there, and we know Knoe is a lyricist and a rapper, but we didn't know he was a philanthropist as well. So this is all news to us, ladies and gentlemen. We're only learning this now, but thanks for that.
Do you have any advice for any up and coming artists?
Oh man.
That are in your position
or trying to get to your position.
trying to get to your position.
Man, I think honestly I feel as though persistence, and I know that sounds so cliche, but I mean it with the most sincerity.
It's true
I
though.
can.
Yeah.
Literally, we're called hustle and grind. That's literally that's the epitome of persistence right there. Do you know what I mean? Like
exactly.
we respect that hard.
Because what you really notice is that there is no young rapper in the industry. Whether it's in Australia or in the US or around the world. Jay-Z released his first album at 28.
Yeah.
You know, so like everyone that thinks that young rappers come out at 16 or 17 or like this is an industry that makes it seem as though all this art's manufactured and it's you know, if you don't make it at 20 you're gone.
That's it.
And I think
it's being persistent and back on the music grind, and that's helped me. So I've always stayed persistent with the end goal, but realised that you don't have to be a young rapper, or you don't have to be this type of rapper or that type of rapper. You just be yourself, keep real and keep persistent.
Yeah.
Knoe and
Words of wisdom, right?
Knoe and I know each other a little bit, and I remember a while ago we spoke, and you said something about you doing like a writing course at the time. Yeah. So you haven't just sort of stumbled into being a good rapper, like you genuinely you studied the craft and you've gone through the hard yards to try and figure out like you as an artist and figure out your voice, you know what I mean? So like I think that's another bit of advice. I'm not even giving advice to people, I'm saying that's advice that you should take from Knoe and take from Rock said by Knoe. And honestly like it's all about how hard you're working, and if you do try to put the hard yards in, just make sure you enjoy what you're doing at the same time. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it's easy to lose yourself.
Absolutely, and all these experience you picked up on the way. Like I'm sure there's so many dope stories you have that you can just go back to and like that helps make better music. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
It was actually Sky Zoo that made me start studying writing for real.
There you go.
Because he went to writing school.
Word.
Yeah.
And he makes a lot of his financial stability because he's not he's not the biggest rapper. He's an underground legend, but he's a ghostwriter.
True.
And I was in awe by that when we shot the video in Perth. He told me this, and I was like, damn.
That's
So
a bit of a gem for everyone.
So I went back to uni. Like I was like, all right,
you can make money not just being in front of the mic, right?
Exactly. And that's the thing. I'm not saying it's about the money, but stability and allows you to do what you love.
Exactly. Being able to make a living and also enjoy your work at the same time.
So that's why he's a big mentor for me.
Absolutely.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
Man, if you're ever with Sky Zoo in Perth, man, hit him up. Tell him to come down to us.
We'll come straight through here.
Because I don't even know if I'll be able to conduct the interviews in the room, but I'll try and get my shit together.
Shout out Sky, man. If I'm
Much
sure you'll
respect.
show love for sure.
We've talked so long, man. We completely forgot we got 2 other tracks we want to play from your EP, Reasons, which you should go check out right now. That's Reasons by Knoe.
Do you want to let the people know where they can get it from too, bro?
Absolutely everywhere.
There you go.
You
hear it all the time, but
Apple Music, Spotify,
Yeah.
YouTube Music, Amazon, whatever. I don't know.
We have a thing that we say is when we ask artists like where can we find your music and they say everywhere, they've been doing shit. They've been working. But when they say, I'm just trying to maybe look on YouTube, some SoundCloud, we're like, alright, I'll come back in a couple of weeks and we'll figure it out. Our systems can't handle those terrible files he's sending us. But so we're gonna go into a couple of sponsored ad breaks.
And then we'll have the man himself.
Then we'll have the man himself with Plato, and that's featuring Wretch, right?
It is featuring Wretch.
He's an absolute flamethrower, man.
He's a beast, man. He's an absolute beast.
And that's Juice, and that was featuring
Paloma.
Paloma.
Also from Perth.
Word.
Paloma. Sensible Boys Club. Sensible Boys Club? Sensible Boys Club is a band.
Yeah.
And they play around Perth. They're like, I don't even want to try and say what they are, but they're amazing. It's not like I know something about jazz.
No, I feel you.
Nah, we feel you.
Some sort of fusion style of music.
That's what I was about to say. Say fusion, it's embarrassing.
Well, we'll be back soon with the man himself, Knoe.
And
hope you enjoy the track.
What track we play, man? I'm going to tell the people, okay? That's Plato, that's Juice.
Nah. Yeah, write a letter to myself as the moon sits inches from the lift, the drift of smoke from my cigarette. Light salad with the vinaigrette, grapes for the drink. Wine gets me drunk, but the drunk helps me think. So as the wax burns slow, I plot methodical.
City, it's your man Big Rak.
It's your boy Zero.
It's that time of the night where we start to get a little bit more loose, so hopefully you're doing the same at home, kicking back. Man, we've been running around back and forth from Studio 1, Studio 2, trying to record your bars. We
high
classes bars, man. It's been a busy night, but man, we've appreciated having you here, dude. Honestly.
Oh, thank you for having me, man. It's been absolutely amazing. Shout out to everyone listening, man.
Shout out to High Class, like you just said before as well. Sorry, we kind of cut you off there.
Comes to that time of the night.
It's that time of the night, dude. I know you've been waiting for it, so
hit him with stressing. I'm sweating.
Yeah, I know.
We get a drum roll going on here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's Knoe's top 5?
Yeah. Doesn't have to be any order, just your top 5, brother.
Good, because I don't want an order.
Yeah. And I always say to people, and we always say to everyone, it's like a situation where it's end of the world, Armageddon. You got a gun to your head, and you only have these 5 artists to choose from. As far as their catalog, it's fine as whatever songs they made, but that's it. That's it forever.
First one, Rock Marciano.
Woo! Rock Mars. That's it.
Has to.
Heavy hitter.
Second, Jay-Z.
Nice. Now, this is the second time Jay-Z's been mentioned tonight.
High Class mentioned Jay-Z as well.
We're on the same flavour, man.
Word up.
Oh, man. Rhapsody.
Yeah. Man, her new album.
Insane,
man.
Absolutely insane. And
I'm loving the reviews she's getting from critics as well. So it's like, yeah,
Oh man,
good,
she
finally.
totally deserves it, man.
Absolutely.
And she's been fire since day dot.
Yeah.
You go back and
Right.
play anything in her discography, and like you can see she is absolutely fire.
And yeah, and also
Yeah.
the people she's worked with from back then, dude. Like
Yeah.
I heard a track the other day from with her and Jay Electronica, and I'm like, what? He hasn't made a track in like a good 3 years. Like,
Yeah.
The fact that you got him on a track is, man, she's
Must be
burner.
doing something right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're looking at me because you won the next one.
Oh yeah, oh man, we stare you in the eye until
Yeah,
you
we
tell us
stare you
every
in the
single
eye.
name.
Tell us the next one now.
Oh, Nas?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to. Have to.
That's
Just
the
to
same
quickly
time
go
as well.
back to the conversation we were having before. It's hard to make it in the game as a youngin, but Nas was one of those that
Yeah, he
just
was.
absolutely blazed it the
He
first
was.
time.
Dude, like that's so unfair.
It's so
right?
unfair. How do you?
How do you have an album that
Illmatic. Because when I say Nas,
Yeah.
I mean Illmatic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And no,
absolutely.
no offense to anything he's done afterwards, like, but it's like Jay-Z and Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah,
Nas
or
and
it's-
Illmatic.
it's
Yeah,
like-
those two.
It's like common
Just
with
the
I
combo.
Used to Love Her. That
Yeah.
track is
Yeah.
hip hop. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
being 18, doing a one take song that's probably one of the biggest tracks, which is New York State of Mind.
Yeah.
If you hear that, guys at home, that's a one take track. Just letting you know,
Insane.
it's insane. And
I didn't want to know that, man.
yeah,
You're
dude.
putting every rapper to shame.
First time I heard it, I literally stopped writing that day. That was it for me. I was like,
Picked up the pen, put it down.
I don't think I'll release any after.
and yeah. So you got one more person, man.
No, I got two more.
You got two more?
Hang on. Jay-Z,
Was
Rock
Jay-
Marciano, Rhapsody. No,
No.
I've got one more. I can't count.
I am the host of the show. I'm maybe trying to keep on
Yeah.
track, but it's all good.
We try to keep on track.
I tried to slip an extra one in.
Honestly, we're at the point now where it's chuck another one on the list,
Yeah.
man.
No, I want to only
Stick
one
to the
because
rules?
It's really hard.
Yeah, he's gonna stick to the rules.
I like
He's
it.
got
And
it.
I am struggling. Like I don't.
It doesn't just have to be American as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's your list. It doesn't
Your list,
matter
yeah.
who you go with at this point. Like,
well, you got one more. Dun dun dun.
Armageddon.
do you maybe want to say draft just so he doesn't?
He's had way too many
He's
problems.
got, no, he's got a few shout-outs today. That's right.
No, it's all good. Sorry. No, oh, dude. Okay, let me get in the zone. Armageddon, gun to my head.
It's like World of Worlds, man. There's
Yeah.
like
All worlds, like
shit just
Every-
dropping out of the sky.
everyone-
Rhapsody's
everyone gets
handling
stuck.
their business.
Yeah,
Nas
yeah.
is handling
Yeah.
his business.
Jay-Z's been handling his business. Yeah.
What else did I have?
Oh, Rock Mars.
Rock
Oh,
Mars.
Rock Marciano's
Rock-
secretly
yeah,
just
dude, he's-
on the sly handling his business.
I watch from his videos, man. I'm like, dude, how do you get the money to have that car? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna throw a spanner in the works, and
Yeah.
it's Benny the Butcher.
Yeah.
That's not a bad name to throw in there,
New-
man.
Yeah.
I fucks with it.
New
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
But man, they're blind. Griselda, yeah, West Side Gun, all those boys. But Benny the
Conway
Butcher,
and shit,
Conway.
yeah.
But Benny
You
the
heard
Butcher,
Knoe's top 5 just then.
that's it. It's
Right
top
there,
five, man.
stated down. It's on air
Yeah.
and on video.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
take
dude.
it back.
I can't
now.
take it back. I can't take it back.
I'm sure next time we have you in, there's probably going to be 2 or 3 people that have come off that list or
Yeah.
maybe have been added onto that list. So
And you
never
said
know.
Armageddon, like I picked.
This is
the-
it.
I
Yeah,
picked
that's
the-
it.
I picked the
You took
artist
this.
that was absolutely
This is like
murdered
to the grave
rappers.
sort of shit.
Set in stone
I'm
now,
not
bruv.
saying my taste would change, but I'm saying like if I was gun to my head, I want Benny the Butcher there to spit some bars. Like you know what I mean? Like, I want Rock Marciano to be doing some silky shit, and I want Rhapsody to be handling that shit. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's all.
I can't argue with that, man. that array of people, like, I think would keep you entertained
Imagine
for a
them on
long
for a
time.
while.
track.
Ooh.
Imagine all of them on the one track.
Let's make it
Yeah,
happen.
dude. By the power invested in me.
You got to do it right now.
Yeah. Nah, dude. That would be a heavy hitting show. I don't think I'd be able to listen to the whole thing without like having a heart
I think
attack.
it burns
you
your
know what I mean?
speakers. It either burn your speakers or the booth.
Hot like fire.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got a few text messages that have come in. When I say a few, I mean like 4, because apparently people just forgot the number.
Yeah.
What's that number, 0?
0476 797 601.
And
What's
if
that
you
number,
forgot
bro?
that is 0476 797601. And just a quick shout out. Shout out to
The peeps.
at Boulder Prison. We didn't know there was a
Yeah.
Boulder Prison. We know there's Casuarina
I
and
know there's
Hakea.
boulders, but I didn't know there was a prison.
Yeah. So shout out. This is from Kyle and Jeremiah. Do it easy.
Do it easy.
Do it easy. Whatever that means, man. we send the love out from our hustle and grind and
Shout out to
here
everyone
already.
listening
Yeah.
in there, man. Like, big props. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thank
You got
for
any
tuning in,
shout outs,
man.
bros? Go ahead.
Oh, just shout out to everyone listening, man. And
Yeah, yeah.
if you're inside, much love.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hope you're holding up.
We always try to give a shout out to people at Hake here in our Casarena.
it.
So yeah,
And
if you've been listening tonight, guys, man, it means a whole lot to us.
And the boys
absolutely.
on the mines, boys and girls on the
Yeah,
mines.
yeah.
You know?
Up
Shout
in
out
the
to you
FIFOs.
doing hard work, you know.
Word. Actually, speaking of people working in the mines or working away, Satellite Jack and Lodex are going to be on the week after this, or maybe we'll be doing a pre-recording. But
Yeah.
we've blocked them in either way.
We've got Wasp Crew coming in.
Yeah, so Satellite Jack's away at work, but he will be back, and we'll have them on soon. So yeah, keep an eye for that because that's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
I grew up with those lads, so like it's gonna be dope having a chat
Yeah,
to them
that's
and
it,
like
bro.
seeing where they've been since the last time we saw each other.
That's
So
it.
should be dope. But yeah, who else did we have a shout out for, man? You want to read that one out?
So it says, here you go, boys, check this out. So we will when we can. And
Yeah.
Fatso and Erna.
All right,
So shout out to you, boys.
Yeah, thanks for sending us a request. Next time, if you want to send us any videos, songs, or song requests, send it through our socials, man. It's much easier because we can actually like link through it on our phones and our tablets, and we can actually get
it
the
on
tracks
air.
a lot easier.
That's it.
The system we work with, it's a little outdated, so
We
do
try
us a
our best.
favor. Yeah, we try our best. But do us a favor. Send everything through, all the messages, comments, whatever you want, through our Instagram. It's you want to tell them where that's at, man?
Yeah, so Facebook is Hustle and Grind 100.9 FM, and on Insta it's Hustle and the letter N, Grind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, do you want to tell people where they can find you, socials?
Yeah.
You've already said all your music's on Spotify and
yeah.
everything else on streaming networks.
Music's everywhere.
Yeah.
Instagram is KNOE with an underscore, but you'll find it just typing in KNOE.
Yeah.
Facebook the same. Know the Rapper. Know the Rapper on Spotify. Know the Rapper on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Know Spotify. All the same shit.
And you've,
Now you know.
you've
Now you know.
exactly. You've shot a couple of videos kind of recently for YouTube, right?
Yeah. Some on YouTube for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Knows on YouTube. Plenty more coming.
Word.
Plenty more coming.
We were just talking
first.
before about the video of the ghost. It's like pretty simple, but it's dope. I really dig it, and go check it out, man.
Yeah.
Check out everything Knoe does, because one day he could be our the new version of Draft as far as we see.
Yeah,
he
that's
could be
it.
taking his places on the throne. Do you know what I mean? So like get in there early. That's what I always say, man.
Yeah. We just want to say, bro, thanks again for coming in, man.
Yeah, much appreciated,
Much
bro.
appreciated.
Thank you so much for having me, boys. It's
Bro,
It's been an honour.
It's already almost 11 o'clock on a
chat.
Friday night, and you're
It's
here
late,
chatting to
man.
us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have no idea how much this means to us. We really do appreciate it.
I
Absolutely.
love it, man. That's what I'm here for, man.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is literally why you do music, so you can do shit like this. Because
That's
this
it,
is a
bro.
vibe, bro.
That's
it.
Man, we appreciate it.
We appreciate that, bro.
Unfortunately, should we add some more Knoe's tracks on so we can play him out before he leaves?
Yeah.
I think so. So
We'll
what we'll do is we'll add one, maybe two more of Knoe's tracks so you can get a little vibe, a little feel of what he does do. That's what we do. Hustle and grind. We're for the people. I mean, we'd be running for politicians, but we just don't have that sort of game. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have that sort of time.
We've only got one song.
Yeah, we got
I
Kinetic.
think this is actually my favourite anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
That works out either way, man.
Great minds think alike, man.
And actually, also, did you want a specific song from an artist you like?
Yeah.
To chuck on.
Yeah. Kinetic sculptures on the wrist of the illustrious. Squeezed a couple rocks to make a diamond out the rough of this. They talk design but never cut from the cloth of it. I speak a poem that choke up a side to
Behind bars right now, this track really resonates with everyone that's behind bars. It resonates with me as well because like it's just such a beautiful song, and if you really read behind the lyrics, you can see that he's coming from a really dope place, sending out love to people that you couldn't see at the time.
about your friend's behavior.
Check it out,
Start
how
cutting
you
off your ties like a razor.
Perfect.
Never cut the product if you don't know where it came from.
Thanks again,
It
bro.
can change your
Coming in,
mind,
it's a
stay
pleasure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And, love it.
Thanks,
track,
we'll see you real
Shout
soon.
out to Hustle and Grind Radio. Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for
It's
coming.
been an honour, brother.
Alright, so here we go with Kinetic, and that's by the main man.
Grandparents raised me, but my mother's always been my lady. Shakespearean the way I make this. You paint pictures like a baby. I'm lazy with the flavor, yet amazing. Lately I've seen a lot of Aussies make some changes to jump on beats that sound the same as Lemonade did. Egos deflated by the Julia waited, the pros dated. Medusa around my neck while you were still gracious. Sydney King floor seats next to neighbors. Lately, applauded by your favorites like my birthday was belated. Fuck the majors, you can have the famous. Only signature on paper is the check I paid the date with. Burn a little herb on the moonlight for the fragrance. Don't get it twisted like an ankle dome. My mind's a spaceship, no vacations, motivated. Writing pages full of lyrics with the aim to break the matrix. Conversations interstate with Remy speaking how to make it. Providing me with guidance and defying all these laymen, he said.